Let's get started.
It's time to drink
and draw.
Drinks
And draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, wake the kids, phone the neighbors.
drinks
And draw.
Give the folks a little sizzle.
Sizzle?
Spedsy.
Quick. Wow, you're pretty quick for a big guy.
Brought to you by
Comics.shop.
I believe I'm ready, but you just don't know.
I feel I'm ready.
It is episode 114 of Comics Friday Night Drink and Draw. I was going to say something else then. Tonight we are doing Wolverine as our theme. So, yeah. And we are Spedsy-less. So, Quick has taken the lead. He's the man in charge. So, we all listen to Quick.
We all listen to Quick. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Spedsy can't be here because of some important reason none of us can recall or remember, but he's perfectly fine. He's healthy. We're here to talk about Wolverine, and tonight we've got Shaden to help us do that. How are you, Shaden?
Oh, mate, not bad. Good to be back after
Good to be back.
a fortnight.
You're looking strong. Thanks for the flex there. Pre-show, Alex mentioned a bit of your Krav Maga. What are you into? What's your thing?
Nah, MMA.
MMA.
Yeah.
MMA.
Jiu-jitsu and MMA, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So big circle around there.
Jiu-jitsu, MMA. Hugh, how's your jiu-jitsu? Jiu-jitsu?
Not great. Thinking of learning Muay Thai, actually.
Oh, really?
If that's how you say it. Yeah, just as some kind of defense mechanism in the wild, but yeah.
Well, speaking of defense mechanisms in the wild, I'm doing a Spedsy transition here. Segue to Alex Mayor. How's your defense in the wild, my friend? When you're not stepping on birds.
I got concealed weapons. I'm too lazy to learn martial arts.
Sure.
Wait, is
Do
that
you,
what-
carry,
wait,
you carry an iPad pen wherever you go, don't you? A Mac pencil.
yeah, Mac pencil. That doesn't exist. It's an Apple. I'm not going to advertise it.
Apple pen.
I should invent one, shouldn't I?
No, well, look, here's the thing. If Tim Apple wants me to mention his products on the show, he can pay Sizzle and me a fee for that. We are open for advertisers and sponsors.
Yep.
So Sizz has an email for that. So for any sponsors wanting to be mentioned on the show, there you go.
I will bring
Segue.
Sorry, bad segue there.
There we go. Nick
There
May,
you go. Well, this guy became corporate.
what weapons do you carry on your person?
I do not carry any weapons, and that's mainly because I never leave home, so I'm never in any danger. So,
I'm with you on this one.
Yeah.
Don't you have a
Good
school?
answer.
Don't you have a
And how
school
are
to
you
go to and
otherwise?
teach?
Otherwise, I feel like I don't know anything about the world because I haven't left home in 54 years. But here I am. Learn me.
Well, it's good to have you and your wall of books. Andrew Law, let's talk about retractable claws. Where are yours?
I only got one.
That was the right answer. Well, thank God.
Two.
There they are.
We're getting there.
We got like the John Wick of comic books going on for any Uber fans. Dave Dye, you've started. You're in. You're off. What's going on the page? Talk to me.
I want to try and get Wolverine done tonight. You know, I have this is Weapon X. Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only Wolverine comic that I have. I bought it at trade paperback, and because of the art of what's his name, Windsor Smith.
Barry.
And,
Barry Windsor Smith.
Barry, yeah, and so yeah, and I looked all around today, trying to find my bloody copy, and I couldn't find it. So I've had to get a bit of reference off the internet.
Oh, that thing, the internet. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
good for references,
thing.
I find. Hey, Nathan Judd, you're going to be our X-Man expert tonight.
X-Man
like that?
That sounds good. I do like it. I don't know if it's true, but I'll take it. I'm a big fan of X-Men's.
X-Men.
Mutants. Yes.
Ex-mutants.
That went
Former
well.
mutants, current mutants, good too.
All the mutants, all right? Yeah. So, yeah, glad to be here. Second time. Happy.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, dude. And joining us for the first time, he's been contributing artwork for a while. It's Danger Gene Whitlock. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, and I've finally got internet connection back.
Where are you reporting from?
I believe I'm reporting from downtown Singapore.
Wow.
Or is it
well,
uptown?
you
What's
look
the
great.
difference between uptown and
Connection's good. We'd love having you. If we want more people from around the world to join us on the comics show. I look forward to getting. They feel like new faces. Feel like we got some on this bottom row. We got some new characters to interrogate. We're drawing Wolverine tonight. It's very exciting. There's been so many submissions, and there's more coming. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. But bring it on. We're going to be talking about Hugh Jackman and the Hugh McGowan as well. It's all going to be here. Before we go too far, I just want to say that it was kind of crazy. Spedsy said I had toast tonight. I didn't get a choice in the matter. And I thought, Wolverine. Yeah, okay, cool. How much of a personal connection do I have to Wolverine? And I actually have quite a few. Nick May, I've got a question for you.
I've got an answer.
One of these statements is true. You have to tell me which one.
Right.
Number one, I have prepared a short visual slide-like presentation on the history of Wolverine in comics. It's number one. Number two, I played Wolverine in a short 1-minute action VFX film. And number three, I've met Hugh Jackman and I can prove it with GoPro footage. Which one do you think is true?
Oh, I know which one's true.
I think it's a trick question, Nicholas. I think that it's option 4, all of the above.
All of the above.
That could be true.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
They all seem very detailed, like little questions.
Oh, you got the same. What do you think, Nathan? What's your go-to?
I kind of agree. I reckon that all three of those things happen.
Go on, spell it out to me. Which one do you think?
Definitely the GoPro one, because why else would you say GoPro footage instead of just camera footage? So you definitely make Hugh Jackman. I can definitely see you as a 1-minute star as Wolverine, with some VFX, I don't know how cool you are,
maybe.
But you got lots of muscle, I can tell that. So you definitely Wolverine. What was the other one? Oh, you got it, and I definitely you're an organized person, so I reckon you've got a reel done. So,
well, let's go with option number one then, and the most interesting: a short, brief introduction to Wolverine through comics, and we'll find out if the other ones are true through the pattern of the show.
I think you already mentioned the third one on the show.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. You're crazy.
Yeah, I know. I think it's episode number 32.
32.
Like that, you just can't keep to yourself, mate.
Yeah, well, I just want people to go back and watch older episodes so Sis can get the views.
Of course.
Well, Dave Dyes mentioned he's friends with Russell Crowe, and there's a Russell Crowe Hugh Jackman connection as well. So it's all happening tonight. And Dave Dyes actually got GoPro footage of him and Russell Crowe having a barbecue together. So.
Barbecued at Woolloomooloo, me and Russell down at the pier at his place.
That's the one. Well, get that video uploading. Let's start the show with a little bit of history of Wolverine. The first appearance of Wolverine was actually at the back end of a Hulk comic. I've got a little slide presentation as promised. Marvel Comics editor-in-chief Roy Thomas asked writer Len Wein to devise a character specifically named Wolverine, who was a Canadian of small stature and with a Wolverine's fierce temper. So here's our first printed image of Wolverine. He's looking a little bit more like Catman to my understanding, but probably more true to what a Wolverine creature looks like, arguably. Not long after that, our boy, this was beforehand, sorry, John Romita actually did the sketches. So he gets to put his hand up saying he contributed to the Wolverine character. Soon And then, sure enough, his book came out. It was written by Len Wein and drawn by Herb Trimpe in the Incredible Hulk 181. We're in 1974 here, people. Try to keep up. All right. Wasn't long till Dave Cockburn redrew the mask in 1975 for giant-size X-Men. He believed the mask was a little bit too similar to Batman's. I dare say he looks more like Batman now in that image. What do I know? It's definitely an improvement.
Isn't it like two Batman kissing? Like, isn't it? Like...
Yeah, the two Batman kissing. We'll hunt that down. We're gonna upload that with the next.
Yeah, definitely.
Where's the Batman kissing?
And during this Cockram's turn, he actually was the first to draw Wolverine without his mask on. So he got to do some of the character claiming, for sure. Chris Claremont was writing this good old stuff. Next was John Byrne, who changed the costume into the brown and tan costume. Before that was quickly faded out. And what's interesting about John Byrne's take on the character was he based the image, the face, the character on Paul D'Amato in Slapshot. That's worth checking out. Just seeing that guy move in that film, he's doing a lot, and it gets translated to the page. It's really fun. Moving on. Frank Miller started drawing him in 1982 in Wolverine's first 4-issue whatever. Things are going well for the character. Sooner or later, Jim Lee starts to draw him. Things are taking off, and before we know it, Funko Pop City, it's all happening. Hugh Jackman stepping in, voice video games. There we go. There's a short little blip on the character that is Wolverine. We'll return to those other true or false statements later on in the show.
Nathan, can you rate this for us? Because you're a big Wolverine aficionado. Can you give, can you tell us what important stuff Nick has missed out on?
This is like a lot of history, but I'm not going to say because I don't know a lot of things as well. But that's like trying to cover, like, it's trying to shorten X-Men as a whole in like 50 years. It's an impossible task. You did a good job, Nick. All right.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of little details. Let's skip. Okay. But yeah, it's interesting. He started out on the Hulk. You could argue he probably wasn't a mutant then, but I'm sure you could say, yeah, he definitely was. I knew it when I drew him. But it's
going to say the first album was "Of Course Life Hurts."
I don't know. It was Romita.
Oh yeah, baby.
Who originally drew him? Is that right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he
Romita
said Senior did the the sketches first.
That's cool.
I didn't know that Wolverines in the wild were bright yellow, though. You know,
yeah,
the blue's on brand.
Yeah,
I don't know if comics are renowned for kind of lifelike accuracy. I don't know if that's the thing.
Yeah, not always.
None of my comics. I don't know what you guys are reading.
Wasn't John Byrne also Canadian?
I believe he was, and he was passionate about keeping the character. They considered dropping him. I think the writer was more into Nightcrawler, but Byrne was like, no, we've got to keep the Canadian around. As per my research. Shaden, what's your connection to Wolverine? What's your little... Did you play him in a short film?
Sadly, no. Very jealous. I don't know much about Wolverine, surprise, but I did know that he was Canadian and that we share a similarity.
Here we go.
Anybody who has met me in person knows that I'm like very small, so we share that similarity. I know that he's very small. So I like that. So I feel like I get along really well with Wolverine, I reckon. Yeah.
I can see that.
Short and feisty. They say it's like a small person syndrome, so
Oh no.
Shaden, when you say small, like how would you compare yourself to a hobbit? I know people are fans of the Lord of the Rings.
Nick, you've met me in person. What would you say? No, yeah, both Nicks have met me in person.
Shaden, you could destroy a hobbit if you wanted to.
Have you been to Shaden? How did you meet Nick? He never leaves the house. Did you go to his house? Or
I actually, when I went to Melbourne, I met Nick May. We went out for brunch. It was lovely. It was very
just
good.
you two?
Ah,
no, it wasn't. Shout out to Aaron Mack. Aaron Mack. Yes, I went. I had a holiday with Aaron Mack.
He's another fellow Singapore guy.
Yeah, he commented. Yeah.
But he's the opposite to you. He's like a Singapore-born looking person living in Australia. So there's probably like some kind of a trade between you two.
It's the mass transfer.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So yes, but yeah, that's my 2 cents on Wolverine. But I'm keen to hear more about him tonight. That's for sure.
You go, whether you like it or not.
Nathan Judd's actually an expert on all his different origins. So take it away, Mr. Judd.
I always think the best thing about him is that I can describe to the thing he doesn't really have an origin because he doesn't remember it.
Yeah,
so
great.
I always think that's just the best way to think about it.
Yeah.
And I always just think about him in the context of his story. And I just go, he doesn't know his origins, so I don't care about it. There's a lot of people think like that. I think that's the best way.
Yeah, sometimes they give him some and you read it or you see it in a film and you're like, nah, I'm going to forget. I don't want that. I reject it.
I like the Sabertooth. I like a lot of the aspects of the Sabertooth rivalry and like the potential of maybe not being brothers, but between being like brothers metaphorically in that sense, and like emotionally. And then the hatred for each other, whatever, kind of born out of that. But I've never seen an origin. It's never kind of bothered me too much. Yeah.
Alex Mayor.
Yeah.
Well, the show we were talking about.
What about Hugh? He's been. But anyways,
I'm moving around.
You're moving around. Oh, you're moving around. I'm sorry. Go on.
I want to celebrate the Commonwealth and the connection between Canada, Australia, Wolverine.
Right.
Could you elaborate on that a little bit for me?
Yes, I can. Just a second, because I am one of the people who is all about meeting people from the government. So last year I was at last week I was at Supernova. And
I want to see how the government ties into this. I'm just like,
I'm nervous. I don't know why, but the Canadian government people, like from immigration, had a booth at Supernova, which I'm like, oh yeah, comic books, immigration, and they had this little moose there, so I took one. So I think his moose was like my highlight of Supernova. And then I talked Canadian culture with the guy there trying to. He's saying, it's like they're talking about they're trying to find people between the ages of 25 and 35 to do working visas and to help them get working visas to work in Canada for a bit. I didn't fit into that age group because I am older than 35. I know I don't behave it, but I got the gray hairs to prove it. And
I want to see the border security episode where they got those mooses through border security.
Well, I have a feeling that this moose has never seen the shores of Canada. I think it just went from the factories of Young Joe to straight to the shores of Sydney.
How dare you?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, it's got international experience. Experience International Canada. There you go, because they're getting French as well. So anyway, I think it was pretty cool that I gave the Canadian government a shout out. So
you've done well, man. we're halfway there.
Yeah, I mean, I have family in Canada as well, so I've got like a bit of a bias. My brother lives in Canada, in Toronto. Well, actually. For any of the nerds, he actually lives in near Mississauga, and that's famous for Sheridan College. So any animation fans, that's pretty much Canada's answer to Cal Arts. They do a lot of like.
I don't think there'd be nerds watching. There'd be no nerds watching tonight.
Yeah, so for all the jocks drunk right now, watching this, Sheridan. It's a lot of famous Canadian animators and cartoonists graduated from there. Probably the disgraced John Cristofalusi went there, got kicked out. So very famous. Cristofalusi, Ren and Stimpy.
Question, by the way.
Oh no,
I can't remember.
Something about Canada, right? So you can. But anyways, if you don't want Canada, I got this thing as well. There's like
that's plenty from you, Alex. Thanks, man.
There you go.
Oh,
There's
that's
this
good.
guy from Japan.
No, we've seen that before. Hey, Sizzle, I know you're passionate about Wolverine. Tell me, why is that?
Well, I could always go with the joke if I can find the right button and just say it's because I'm a fan of Batman. And when I saw Batman making out with Batman, I'm all for this.
I told you it exists.
That's my guy.
But no, Wolverine. I went through a few different comics along the way, but the one that really hooked me was the X-Men. And back when I was younger, Wolverine was definitely my favorite, alongside Gambit. So I was that guy.
You like the bad boys, Sizzle?
Oh yeah. I don't know what to say to that. But yeah, Wolverine was cool. He had claws. He was a small little fellow, angry, hairy, all like me, except for the claws. I don't have the claws.
They might be there. Just give it some time.
Yeah, there might be. I just haven't concentrated hard enough.
That's right.
But yeah, so when was I'm a fan of the brown costume.
Yeah, right.
The bright yellow never sat right with me. I'm like, why is he bright yellow?
Yeah, it's hard for the character that we know, the tough guy, to be like, all right, it's time to suit up. Yellow tights. Here we go.
Hey.
Yeah.
I like a nice yellow shirt.
For what?
Yeah. But when I got into them, they were in Australia as well. So that really hooked me to the
of course.
I started
and that's when he was wearing the brown costume.
Meant to tell us. All right. Well, let's keep this train going. Hugh McGowan, as a fellow Australian Hugh, you're obviously very passionate about Wolverine. Please elaborate.
Yeah, that was about my extent with it. Like, I think I saw the cartoon as a kid, and then my uncle gave me all these comics, and I didn't understand all the other characters or the storylines, so it was really hard to get into. But these two, after the cartoon, were the main ones.
Cool. Sorry, buddy.
That really resonated with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Right.
And yeah, similar.
Are these 90s?
Sorry.
Books?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Frank Miller, and it's very samurai. He has a Japanese partner and stuff, and this one's more like Yetis in the snow, and he kind of goes full animal mode against the Yetis, and they're very similar. There's one on the back there.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Bloodlust was the second special after the Mike Mignola Jungle Adventure book.
There we go. Can Wolverine, has he got all the powers? Can he smell and hunt? Is that one of his things?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just a human skill?
He's like a tracker.
No, he has enhanced senses. Yes.
Enhanced senses, retractable claws,
Yeah, like a Wolverine.
healing. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I think
Unbreakable bones.
It depends. I think it depends on the timeline too. He's
that's
got
a new
glowing,
power, though.
He's got glowing claws at some point as well.
Oh yes,
Glowing
I've
claws.
seen pictures of that. I have no idea.
I wasn't
what it's
reading at that point, so I'm just like, okay, that's cool. You know,
They only glow when he kisses Batman, though. That's the rule.
Johnny makes it worse, all right. So,
All right, guys, I'm going to play a video, and then we'll talk about it. Y'all ready?
you.
Ready.
Go for it,
Here we
mate.
go. Let me just ring it up. This is something I put together about 9 years ago. My first time I had an hour of green screen studio time, so I put this together. I hope you enjoy it.
Cyclops versus Wolverine. Ready? Fight!
So you got, bub?
Cyclops wins.
There you go.
It's also
Handsome man,
Spider-Man
Wolverine.
there.
Handsome
That's
man.
me. That's me in a leather jacket, ladies and gentlemen, and some
Yeah.
dye on my Irish heritage beard. Yeah, that's something I did everything you see there. That's my voice. I did all the graphics. I asked my friend who looked good in a blue shirt to turn up and pretend to shoot me with laser eyes. Good day out.
Pretend?
Oh, he's always prepared, that man. He actually put the gel in my hair. He was like, "No, we need more lift, more." It was a great bonding experience between the two of us.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more bonding than have a dude just to put gel on you and rub your head.
Couldn't agree more. Gene, has anyone ever rubbed gel in your hair?
Actually, yes.
That's like one good segue.
I used to go to a comic shop that some of us in Sydney may remember, the Phantom Zone at Parramatta.
Oh yeah, I live near it.
They had a Christmas party back in 1991, 92, and I dressed up as Lil Wolverine. And I was scrawny and young, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was before cosplay was a thing. That was fancy dress, not cosplay.
Yeah, right. You started it, mate. And is that how?
I did.
Is that where your love of comics started? At Parramatta?
Nah, my love of comics started at North Ryde. My next door neighbour, she used to bring comics in when I was tiny, small. First comic I remember was not Wolverine, Superboy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I fell in love with Wolverine very early. I found a copy of Excalibur at Strathfield Station. All the non-Sydney people have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm Sydney person.
Yeah, I
dude,
found a copy of it.
I'm a Parramatta resident, so all this, and I used to go to Epping Boys High School, so all this area, completely, I get it, Jane. You talk to me.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I grew up left of Eastwood.
Oh, east left of Eastwood. That's what is West Ryde? Or Marsfield?
No, left.
Is that Marsfield?
West or east?
Oh.
Left is west, I guess.
West. Oh, okay. So
yeah. I'm a Dundas kid, but I went to school in town.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I love Wolverine. And same, I started reading X-Men when they were in Australia, with Portal and when Jubilee came in and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out recently that Bishop has Australian parents.
Yes.
Right.
He's Indigenous, right? Like I didn't know that either. But apparently that's it.
Bishop is.
They changed it. They've changed it around a couple of times, but yeah.
Gateway is his grandfather.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, Gateway. Yeah. No, never heard of Gateway.
Or great grandfather. I can't remember how far in the future he is.
It's a cool name.
It's really cool.
It's a cool name, but no.
You don't know Gateway? You'll find Gateway. You keep X-Men and he'll turn up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Just keep going back. Huh? Just keep going back. And he'll turn up on one page and he'll be like, hi, bye.
Is he named after the Gateway Bridge in Brisbane?
Yes. I think he'd have to be.
You don't know that.
Like connection.
Did Gateway ever have any lines?
Oh,
he just charges you as you walk past him.
No, I think he was silent, wasn't he? He was like a
that's my take.
stage type thing going on.
And he'd do the bull roarer, and they'd go through a portal to another place.
Yeah, he had moves.
He did.
So, what got you drawing comics? Was it just a natural transition, Danger Gene, or was it always one of the same?
I grew up in a family of artists. All four of my grandparents drew or painted. My mum's a landscape artist and printmaker.
Oh, wow.
My dad's a model maker. So when I started drawing, there was none of the, what are you going to do with your life? It was, here's sketchbooks, here's pens.
Yeah.
Right. And I never stopped. Hey, that's my stuff.
This is your artwork.
Stuff, mate.
You have beautiful lines, man. it's simple and strong. Like we love
Thank
that
you.
stuff. So good. Tell us about Space Cat.
Space Cat is, and this is a trick here. Space Cat's a cat in space.
Got it.
Very aptly named,
That's a good elevator pitch.
And he has a desk in his dad's office. His dad works for a company called Space Cat, Space Cat, Space Cat, and Space Cat. But he is not one of the Space Cats. That's his dad, his brother, sister, and uncle. And he gets called out on missions by clients, and he's not very good at them because he's a cat. In the second book, he was asked to go and buy a cake for the king of Mondo because you can't eat pizza every day. So he went out to buy a cake for them. He went to Galaxy of Cakes, and he got hungry on the way back and ate half the cake.
I don't know, Gene. I reckon I'd challenge that because a pizza every day. I reckon I'm not alone who's down for that.
Oh, no. But when it's your birthday,
I'm down for that.
Yeah, there you go.
You can't have pizza every day because on your birthday, it's a special day. You got to have a cake, right?
Okay.
I can have two pizzas. I can have deep dish pizza. I can have I can have a Chicago deep dish, and now that'll be just for my birthday. Yeah,
I make a pretty mean
Special
dessert.
birthday pizza.
You know, raspberries, a bit of ice cream at the end.
Quick's got his own pizza oven. Made it himself.
Oh.
Didn't you, Quick?
Yeah, I built a pizza oven. It's true. But we're going to talk enough about me and my exploits tonight. We'll save pizza oven for Samurai Pizza Cat night.
Love Samurai Pizza Cats.
but Jane, just quickly, I did look at that image. It's a very beautiful drawing, but it's just very concerning because yesterday we had the octopus thing at the Let's Draw a Comic with Bitsy, the tradie cat, is also a cat in space, and there's an octopus right behind your cat as well.
Smiley the Ninja Queen's not an octopus; she's a jellyfish.
Oh shit! I am super sorry. I am very bad at art.
He's done it again, folks.
She's a jellyfish, and she has a sword that she sometimes uses, but mostly she's
that's great. It's good because Scissors lawyers are going to be very happy about that because they're like, oh, he's going to use this video in court.
So it's mature age reading, Space Cat?
It's immature age reading.
There we go.
But not for kids.
But not for kids.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I have a few swear words and stuff in it. I say like poo and stupid.
Wow, you get there. Wow.
I do. I'm
You're the bad boy.
Do you have the
You're going to get us
C word in
kicked
it?
off YouTube. Just settle down.
Straight to Vertigo. But yeah, it started. I was working on a book called The Yellow Princess with a friend, and that was based on a story from my daughter when she was 4. And that creative partnership broke up, so I sort of had to get rid of that character. And Space Cat was a character that I'd drawn randomly in the background of a panel, and I just liked that Space Cat's so generic.
Oh, sure. This is the simplest. It's the best. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm working on a book at the moment called Hardcover, where Space Cat meets Captain John Space Cat. And Space Cat's companion, Addie, asks, are they related? To which Captain John says, no, it's just a really common name.
So
That's
you've
rad.
got this comic. If you got this comic called Hardcover and you just release it as a trade paperback, is that confusing?
Yep. The first Space Cat book was called 7.
Oh, but the cats have 9 lives.
Oh no, it was 7 because it was my adaptation of 7 Samurai.
Oh, okay. Nice. I get it now.
Except I didn't write it very well, so that's not very obvious.
It's the best.
The best. All right. Well, we'll touch base with you a bit later. Gene, I want to know more about Space Cat. Andrew
Thank
Law,
you.
talk to me about what have you been working on? What's going on in your world?
I've been working on the comic. It's coming out in.
Oh, nice.
Play him.
Beautiful.
Got Whispers of Revenge.
Nice.
It should be coming to Kickstarter in August.
All right.
Fingers
good on
crossed.
you.
I'm finishing off the artwork and a lot of dragons, a fantasy adventure sort of thing. Lots of dragons and swords and evil dudes trying to kill good guys. You know, typical stuff.
All the good
Does it
stuff.
Yeah. Features
Um,
Sizzle, evil dude.
Are you a Conan fan at all?
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, there
website
you
is
go.
beautiful, as is your artwork, Andrew.
That's
Thank you.
Very nice.
so cool.
Yeah, I should have prepared earlier, but
Your work speaks
I've been
for
working on it for a few years, and I've got a good writer on board, Julian Barr, who does a brilliant fantasy novelist. So yeah, we should be able to hit August, sometime in August. And away we
You
go.
have to be a Turner fan, yeah? Like Michael
Isn't that
Turner?
obvious?
So obvious. Yeah. I mean, in a good way. In a good way. But I'm like, holy crap, this guy.
I was going to say I was looking up reference for Wolverine tonight, and I was like, oh, there was a brilliant picture in Michael Turner's did one in Witchblade Wolverine.
Oh, cool.
From back in the 90s.
That too. I went, no, thank you. I'm not drawing that, and I'll put it back down.
Who was that? Wolverine.
I've never
and
been
who?
really good at Wolverine. Hey?
Who was in that book? Wolverine and who?
Witchblade, the top cow book in the 90s. Yeah.
The Bad Girl. The Bad Girl, the 90s.
It was a crossover with Marvel. I think it was called Devil's Reign. It wasn't very good crossover, but you know, it got a lot of the top cow artists.
The art looks good, though.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, the art's great.
Did the Witchblade character ever ask Logan if he was ever called Switchblade? That would be my first hero name, Wolverine.
They do have a conversation.
Witchblade.
Surely that's the first thing they mention.
Witchblade.
Nick May's thinking up his next comic book character as we speak.
I know.
Switchblade.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron. Nick May, what have you been working on? I know there's something cooking over there at Vamoose.
Oh yeah, if you just I don't know if you can see my subheading here, but
I'll bring you
if
up so you
everybody
can.
can just head to vamoose.spedsy.com and sign up for the Kickstarter for Vamoose. It's Evolution Baby that's going to be launching on July the 10th. So some of us have been waiting for this for a long time, and others for a very long time. So it's about 2 years in the making, I believe. But it's an epic book. It's huge. So
I have a story in it
I've been told. I'm still waiting to see it, but yeah, and that's why Rob can't be here because he's just embarrassed.
Yeah.
I don't.
But how many people? How many guest artists are there? I know that you're in there. I'm in there. Anybody else? Quick, are you in there?
Yeah, I got some pages in that bad boy.
Yeah,
I never got asked. That's a bit feel left out.
Yeah, no worries, Nathan. That's all. That's what we're all about here. We're all about making people who aren't here often feel a little bit, you know.
No, I feel it. I feel it. It's all good.
Mission accomplished, Nathan.
It's a click, and you know you need a bit of time to get.
And sometimes you don't have a thumb. I
it.
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't have a thumb.
Don't worry. John Romita Senior hasn't been invited to draw in the book either, so you're
Well,
in good
actually,
company.
no, I can't release. I can't reveal.
Actually, he's
anything.
even alive. Is John Romita?
Oh, okay.
No, I was going to
Let's
say,
not
his
life
son
shame
is
people.
you could get Junior if you can afford him, but
No, we didn't even want him. We don't even want him. So
You don't want
if he came
Junior? I
up,
love
I'm pretty
Junior.
sure. I'm pretty sure if John Romita.
Speak for yourself,
Jr.
Alex.
Sorry.
yeah.
Nah, Rob's
I'll
sitting
take
here
Junior.
watching this, going like, you know what? Alex makes a good point about GoldenEye being a crap game, and John Romita Jr. doesn't belong in this book.
If you're watching, John, call me. Although I don't have a phone, so
I love you, John.
Text
All
me.
right, I love you. I'm here for you. Send me a free page. I'll take it. I love it. So
I'm happy to talk to you, John, but you're just not in the book. That's all. I'm sorry, mate. Like, you know,
no, he's gone, bro. You already offended him. There's no coming back. No.
Yeah. Jim Lee also not wanted. There's a reason why we didn't invite Jim Lee into the book.
Yeah, he's cut. I can hear him cut sitting in the DC tower right now, just like, oh no. Oh,
his heart is broken.
Not the moose.
Maybe the next one, Jim.
You know what? Don't get your hopes up. Oh, there you go. That's somebody.
You're drawing gears and circuits and metallic stuff. This is not your regular wheelhouse. How's it going over there?
Yeah, good, mate. This is Weapon X. So he's all wired up for experiments and whatever happened to him. This is
virtual reality gone wrong.
I'm looking at those arms. That looks like Weapon Flex.
Maybe the whole X-Men universe is just a VR pipe dream in this guy's head.
All right, Mojo.
What are you saying? The X-Men's made up?
I don't need no Mojo talk around here. We don't talk about it.
They're real, goddammit.
They're real.
So sorry, good. Like because of the Weapon X thing. So Dave, because like you're probably a big fan of Morats as well. So when they have that little scene when the guy says, when I think Jason Lee says, "Should I call you Logan Weapon X?" and I go, "No, Wolverine." Is that the comic he's referring to?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Morats. Nobody knows Morats. Kevin Smith film, his second film after.
Very long time ago.
I've seen Morats. I don't think Dave Dye knows what it is, though.
Are you talking about a movie?
Yeah, a movie that references Weapon X. So
I don't watch movies, mate.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah, there you go. Fine. At least the other. Yeah, it must have been one of those. Like, he had to be an expat in Asia for a while to get. This.
Yeah. I'm not an expat. I'm an immigrant. Immigrant. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hey, my connection to Canada is my sister married a Canadian. And she's living over in Canada right now. So there you go.
Is she watching?
Hey,
probably.
Did she drop?
She's probably asleep over there at the moment. What's the time?
Not up to watch you draw. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a sister, Dave. I knew you had a horse.
Yeah.
It's just so much.
I'm worried about that sentence for a second.
Yeah, so was I.
Hey, Hugh.
Dinky's a character in the show.
What's going on the page over there? What's happening? Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what kind of?
Are you
doing
Those claws can be difficult. Like, do you do the curve? Do you do them as knives? The little J hook ones? It's tricky.
Yeah. Frank Miller just did triangles.
Yeah, well. You can do whatever you want.
This one's got really canned. More people didn't like it. So it's interesting that I'm assuming you like it, though.
What's that, the cover?
Yeah, like a lot of people when it came out, they're like, what is this?
Yeah, no, I thought it'd be fun to try and redo it. I'm kind of neutral on it.
Yeah, fair. Nathan, what's your preferred claw? How do you like to draw the Wolver claw?
I just draw them like straight, shiny, and then they have like a little bit of a edge, like a curved edge on the end.
A little curve, a little.
I'm like, I like perspective, and I'm like, okay, I got to try and not break this perspective, and I usually break it. It's not bad, but yeah, I like it. I don't know. I just try and match it to the forearm, the length, and then go bam.
Yeah, well, I always wonder that.
A bit more realistic.
Is it the length of the rest of your forearm? That's not very long.
I think it's meant to be like I imagine it up to the elbows where they go back into, and it's like so it can't be longer than the elbows. But you see it all the time. If you look at it, you see.
I don't think it's the length that matters, right?
They got to go somewhere.
It is length in the comic book.
They got to retract.
Does the claw? in the forearm, or do they sit in the forearm and in the hand?
No, because he's got to bend his wrist. He's got to bend it.
That was my next question. Does Logan bend his wrist?
Yeah, because they
Or is
curve
it
at the end.
pretty rigid all
Once
the
they're
time?
out, he can. But I always think it looks kind of fun when people, once people bend their wrist and then they have them coming out, and I'm like, oh, it's just awkward.
Well, yeah. I reckon he keeps a firm arm at all times. And he's like, oh, that's so much better. And then he's got much more. Look at the length.
You want to try? It's like trying to stab someone with a knife, holding it like I'm going to stab you, son. Like, it's no, you're not going to stand it with stab someone with a twisted wrist.
I like that Wolverine voice.
Yeah, well, that was the anti. That was the like, I'm going to stab. That's not the Wolverine.
I'm the best there is, and what I do and what I do ain't right.
So,
all right, good one, Bubs. We're going to show a video now, and then we're going to show some art, because this show is just going through, and we've got so much art to get through. So here we go. This is a video from about 8 or 7 years ago. I was making weird YouTube videos. One of them got me the opportunity to go to the US. I took it. I went to New York. I saw a show with Hugh Jackman, and he had told Today America that if you come and see my show, you can meet me afterwards. So here it is. This is me meeting the man, the huge Jack Man.
G'day, Hugh. How you going?
Hi, Hugh. We're Australians.
Get on here. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, buddy. Good. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm loving it. On holiday? Or?
Yeah. We're filmmakers.
Filming.
We've been invited.
Really?
Nice. Good on you. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
That was so heartwarming.
Right, dude.
Wow.
You were
I could see that. Okay, was this a Broadway show? Was this like?
Yeah. Oh no, wait. It was like an acting show, so he was strictly acting.
I could see how much he cared that you went all that way.
I don't think so. He looked like he didn't want to be there.
No.
He wanted to go back to Balmain.
We had planned that out. We were like waiting for him to come out, and we said, "This is going to work, guys. This is going to work." Tell him we're Australian. He'll say, "That's great. Good on ya. What are you doing here?" And then we'll say, "We were here for a film festival." We don't have to tell him it's for a dicky, crappy YouTube thing that no one actually showed up for. We'll just tell him the truth. And the truth is we're here for a film festival. And then he'll say, "Get in the limo, boys. Let's go for a ride. Let's talk shop." Phase 3 of the plan didn't quite come to fruition, but phase 2 certainly did. And when at the end there, he's looking me right in the eye and going, "Good job, mate." And I still remember that. That was the best thing that ever happened.
I got a question.
Well,
so this YouTube thing, so like they paid you to fly out, or
No. Like I said, it was a dicky little thing. We got free hotel accommodation in Washington, D.C., but we had to fly ourselves there. So that was
So they didn't really expect you to come, basically. So they're like,
Come on, mate.
I mean, it's no Disney Backhouse sequel production, but it was something.
That's still pretty cool. It's cool that you got to go. It's awesome.
No, man, it was the best. I had a great trip, and meeting Hugh Jackman was awesome. The night before, we went and saw Dave Letterman and a hawk.
That would have been better. That would have been better.
I'll upload this clip next week. He had Jungle Jack Hanna on, who brings on funny animals. And we were in the back row. I could barely see past the camera to see Dave. But Jungle Jack let the hawk out into the audience. And it kind of went rogue. And everyone sort of panicked. And the camera went over my head. The bird went over my head and sat behind me. So you can see me on the Dave Letterman show looking at a bird behind me. And then realizing the whole world's watching, and then I'm standing up waving. It's like, yeah, it's like the Nick show for a good 3 seconds, and then I sit down.
Is that where Detective Budgie kind of origin story?
Oh, who knows?
Right.
It could have been. I mean, I'm scared of birds. I don't know what came over me that night, but the world saw me, and that was my 5 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
And I got to splash off in Hugh Jackman the next day. So it's a good trip.
That's beautiful, man.
Well done,
Thank
mate.
you. He looked me right in the eye. And sometimes I pause that video, you can see the claw come out. He's showing just me. He's like, "Good on you, mate. There it is. There it is.
Definitely
It's
showing
real."
something. Is
How much floss is showing?
The middle one.
Just
the tip, Jen. Just the tip.
All right. Shall we show some art?
Yes, let's.
Is there a video for showing art? Can you cue that one up?
I think there is, but I've got to scroll through all the art.
We got a lot coming. Keep sending it going.
Come on, let's see some.
My drawing.
Drawing.
Make any money with your drawings.
Shut up, bitch!
I just realized what that said.
Betsy made that video that offends us every night.
That's great.
Well, our first piece came in almost a week ago, I think, from Tom Tung.
Oh,
Oh, I know him. He's a nice guy.
And I believe it's
Hey.
meant to be Sizzle Tooth and Weapon Speds.
Oh, nice.
Because even if you do, you still have to face Diapool, Silver Dew, Maverquick, Major Don, Omega Silver. There we go.
Nice.
That's rad.
That's classic.
Good work, Tom.
Weapon Speds.
Great work.
Spedsy in VR.
That's fantastic.
Rad,
And
Tom.
Emmanuel
Very cool.
Hernandez, send in this one. Very nice.
wow.
Nice.
Nice.
That's fun.
Nice.
Awesome.
We'll be moving pretty quick through these. There's quite a few, so
Nah, why go quick? Oh, okay. That's what you do. I forgot. So I was just looking at the comments. This one's by Danny Nolan.
Ah,
And,
gee.
we wrote that
like
story,
one.
and I've forgotten it.
It's kind of missing a claw, or maybe it's deliberate.
Good use.
No, one of them is
whole thing, you
distracted.
know,
So it's like
you want me to pop the middle one?
Yeah. It was being
Maybe it's
more-
like a perspective trick. Like, hey, you can't see
Good
it.
effort, Danny. Good on you, mate.
Oh,
three, you
Nathan,
got too much
I've
grinding.
got a question to Nathan because the drawing reminded me of it. You know a lot about. Is there a story why his thing around the eyes has become bigger? Because the original one, it's like very small, and then it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
The little
yeah.
thing. Is there a
That's
story behind it,
It's
or
cool.
just artists?
Alex, this was in the presentation at the start of the show. Weren't you
No,
listening?
It's like, why did Spawn's cave get bigger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Explain.
Back to
People
Rob
like
O'Connor.
things getting bigger, right?
Ah, there you go. That's a lovely drawing.
Nice, Rob.
Good on you, Rob. That's the way, mate.
Nice.
Very fun.
That's cool.
Very awesome. And then
The
we've got
brown
Stu Thornton. He did this
Nice.
in 5 minutes on his smoko break.
Oh, what?
5 minutes.
Do they
Good
call
on
it that
you,
still? I don't know. That's what I called it when I used to work in factories. So
Yeah, smart, mate.
good. Just checking. I don't know if
Look,
you
here's the thing about
Stu's
Adam
comics coming out.
Gillespie did a bit of a crossover one. We had Batman before. What happens if Batman crossed over with Wolverine?
Dark
Claw.
Claw.
Dark
Yeah,
Claw.
right.
what's it called? Dark Claw.
Isn't this the amalgam thing? This happened?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
legit
Yeah.
printed character.
Yeah, I refuse to read that. No.
That's a good one, Nathan.
Adam,
Oh, I bet it is. Yeah, I really see how it could be good.
Love the blacks, Adam.
looks cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Adam also
You know,
sent this
Yeah,
one in.
this is cool.
Just even it all up.
Yeah, that's cool.
There you go. He's having a 2x.
True fan.
Well, you can't see the other X's. It's a 4X. You just can't see it
Ah, 4X.
because the can is round.
He's a 4X man.
The can is round.
It's a
Four
perspective
X's
trick.
round.
It's another perspective trick, guys. You gotta click onto this.
It's his belt. How many X's are on his belt, Nathan?
What on Wolverines?
Yeah, how many X's on his belt?
No, hopefully none. I don't think you should have an.
There's one, isn't there?
There's
a
the-
good guy.
It would be the belt buckle.
Sometimes there's
Belt
more.
David's Shimbry's picture instead, shall we?
Oh, wow.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
This looks like it's based off like an actor or something.
Yeah.
Looks like David
Oh,
Bowie.
Yeah, I was
thought
going to say David Bowie.
too, Alex. Yeah.
Although David Bowie's a singer who acts sometimes. Well,
Dave
not
Shembry.
anymore.
Is this a first from David?
No, I think
know
he
the
sent
name.
something before.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very
No.
good.
Sean Craig
Yeah.
sent this one in.
Oh, I
Here
know.
we go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's your
Sean.
ex.
There's an X on the belt, Sean. Nathan.
Sean.
Look what he's done on the hands. Those white lines. That's really cool. I like when Sean does that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Really clever.
Lee Chalker did this
Oh,
one.
No,
Here we
good
go.
on you, Luke.
Fighting up the Hulk.
Wow.
Visceral.
So this is one fighting the Hulk, is he?
Mm-hmm.
That's
This
the
is
first
another. This is another
image.
scene in the same little world. That Wolverine found the Hulk with a good stab in the side of the head.
Is that
Awesome, Lee.
I think it's going through his
Yeah,
head.
well done.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then Ryan Villa for him. Wolverine,
wow.
Man.
Weapon
Is
X,
that like
and the
Oh
Hulk.
man,
Kirby
I'm
crackers
guys
to
glad
this,
that
man.
I documented this at the start of the show. Don't these have so much more weight now? Alex, well, you were listening intently.
I'm more emotionally invested now.
Yeah, good. This is awesome, Mr. Bella.
We've got Ed Kearsley.
I wasn't
Oh,
done with that one. But
good on
okay.
Oh, you weren't done with that. Sorry.
I'll be pausing the show later. You guys can get it on the rewatch.
Nick's
Don't
just
worry.
been- Nick's
Ed,
agreed with
beautiful.
me.
Look at those eyes.
I really
Yeah,
like
very
this
nice.
one.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
And Don Ticchio.
Hey,
There you
good
go.
on you,
Well,
Bob.
Ah, nice. So he
He's
did
got
the little eye
Wolverine and
one.
Wolverine.
Nice.
He did
They're
OG
saving
Wolverine.
him. Protecting
I like
him
that
from
belt buckle.
Wolverine
on
poachers.
when he's
Ah,
just
there
got
was
the
a-
classic leather belt on the suit. That to me, that's the most Canadian thing you can do.
Yeah.
Now, I got my lycra on, I got my tights on, but I'm still wearing Dad's old belt. Here we go.
Just a little shout out to Don. Hey Don, I saw you. He was a great fun at the Supernova. Nice guy.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
And we couldn't do Wolverine without some art from Dushan Silva.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
look
waiting.
at that.
Nice.
A lot of line work going on.
Yeah.
More.
Hatching.
That's
Cross
Dushan,
hatching and
all right.
Wolverine is a beautiful match.
I was surprised.
we want
it's
more.
tonight. You know, I was expecting it.
You know what makes a great Wolverine picture, and I'm worried the next one or the next few won't have it. But if you're not drawing teeth on the Wolverine, they're so integral to get that character. I'm fearful saying that.
Well,
You're about to be
Dushan's
disappointed,
nailed
my
it.
friend. You're about
I'm
to
going to
be
be sorry in
disappointed.
advance.
Because
What have
Sis
you
did
got?
one.
Oh boy.
Oh,
There
there's
there's
Sid.
teeth. There's
Nice.
Yeah, that's
You
great.
did.
That's the way.
If the mouth is closed with that cowl, it's Batman. You got to grit the teeth. It's important.
Yes. Well, it is Batman kissing Batman
I
there.
don't know.
I can see it.
It's not Sabretooth. I reckon he can have his mouth closed.
No,
Sabretooth
no,
has
no.
to open.
I hope he can.
I need the fangs. I need the fangs.
The fangs are so integral.
But does he have? Do the fangs come out when he's angry though? Because when he's talking, he doesn't have fangs.
Wow.
I don't know, Nathan. You're the expert.
Dan,
Shouldn't you know?
mate.
I'm
Great work,
just
Dano.
pointing it out.
Hey,
My mind
Dan,
doesn't
good on
have
I
you.
like this one. I like
X on
this
the
one.
belt.
Let's go.
Well done, Dan.
That's
Very
Of course. Well done, mate.
Are the fangs the length of the chin, like the blades?
Hey,
Okay,
Hugh, check
guys.
out these claws. They're kind of like they've got like right angle. They're like obtuse angles or something. They're sort of straight with a mild bend.
I think they're acute, just by the way.
Acute.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
They're very cute.
Acute. They'd be folded.
No, stop, Gene, stop.
Davo77. Woo!
Good on you, guys.
All right. Look at that.
Nice.
That's the way, mate.
Nice.
The movement on
And
this. That's so
Davo-
cool.
Davo has
Teeth.
mixed it up. And he's not his usual style in this one.
No.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That is
Well
awesome,
done,
Davo.
teeth. It's great,
Good stuff,
David.
mate. Yeah, excellent.
Everyone's got the teeth in. I
Gotta
feel
have
really
the
bad. It's definitely no teeth.
And then quick. We
Yeah, I
gotta show
put
this for a little
one
bit.
in.
There we go. That's enough. Oh.
Oh.
Wow, Nicholas.
There you go.
Great.
Yeah, I had some time. I had a good quiet class today, so I was like, "Here comes the iPad. I'm drawing all day."
So if
Yeah,
it's
good
not so quick, did it take an hour?
No, this is most of the school day when I should be teaching. So this is 6 lessons, and in between, I'm telling kids to shush and sit down and do what's on the board.
That's the way.
Is that blood in his mouth from his own teeth? Like hitting his tongue.
No, I wanted that. You know, sometimes the saliva streak becomes part of the white bar of teeth.
Yeah,
I did my research.
That's cool.
That's so good.
Good one, mate.
Pete Fairfax sent one, and he hasn't sent one in for a while.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
cool. That's very
I
cool.
would say that's my favorite. I'm gonna say that because that for me, like, I'm a huge proponent of Wolverine outside of spandex. So just wearing clothes.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, great. Or the
So,
singlet.
Love it. I love it. Yeah.
I like Wolverine wearing clothes too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have his top off. I'm not saying that's a bad thing either. I'm just saying, just in a normal clothes, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
And
Very good.
now, our regular, who likes to put something in there that we all have to look at for a while,
Nice.
Travis.
Good on you,
Wow.
Travis.
Now, one of the reasons we're celebrating Wolverine is Wolverine and Deadpool is coming out soon. Here he is. His first appearance tonight, the Hugh Jackman. I'll shred that sketch pad for you, punk. We love your work, Trav Dog.
Yeah, good on you,
He's in
Travis.
two.
That's
I don't know if you knew you were the boss tonight, but
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Someone's
Wow.
been watching my old YouTubes. That's me, guys.
nice.
You want those pencils sharpened, mate? Good work.
Very good.
If you
Travis.
rewatch the video, I actually painted on those abs. They're CG abs, so give that a look.
I thought that looked really chiseled. I was like, have they used to
Yeah,
make
it's
that
super
on
chiseled
this?
because it was a 2D image that I motion traced to my belly.
Motion tracked it on. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So
Not for me. I didn't do it for me. I did it for Wolverine.
Did it with Wolverine.
Just trying to be accurate, right?
So
That's right.
we're currently
Martin
faced with all this AI art. Is that AI
No.
exercise?
Something like that.
Well,
There
The
you go. I
Wolverine.
like this reference. I like
This is
this one. Who
clever.
did this one?
Martin
This is
Gammon.
Martin Gammon.
Oh, Martin.
Nice.
Good on you, mate.
And my baby.
that freaks me out, man. They're coming out of his fingers. That scares me.
That's yes.
Oh, Nick May. We got to yours
Oh.
finally.
I did this one
I
for
like
you,
this.
Nathan. He's just in normal clothes.
Well, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah.
Nick, I got a question. What happens when like the claws come out and he doesn't have enough time to take the hands out of the pants?
That doesn't
It looks
happen,
like
Alex,
this stuff.
because he's a superhero and he's got
Yeah,
three
superhero, what he's doing.
See, I got two problems with this one, Mr. May. Firstly, what's this kisser mouth? There's no teeth here. Secondly, that wrist is clearly turning and his claws are not retracted. What's going on there, buddy? This is a problem.
He
Doesn't have
he's
his
had the
claws.
claws removed.
Ah,
He was having wrist
by Magneto.
issues.
There you go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Magneto ripped them out.
This is
There.
wonderful. We love it. You've captured the Australiana that is Wolverine.
Well, if you're gonna try to capture Australiana, you're missing the little coat hanger thingy that spins around. That's not Australian.
The clothesline?
The clothesline?
The hills
Coat hanger thing.
Waist.
The
coat
yeah,
hanger.
yeah, not coat hanger, whatever. The clothesline, but it's
Okay.
like yeah,
Same
obviously-
thing. I understand totally now.
Yeah,
Are they in
Now-
Canada as well?
Spoken like a true Hungarian, mate.
yeah.
I was drinking.
Oh
Look,
wow!
obviously, I didn't
That's
pass
my break.
the ESL class.
Thank you for that.
He's in
The
casual
teeth.
clothes.
He's on show.
Drawing for us. This is awesome.
That's rad. That's very cool.
Look at the teeth. So good.
I'm looking at the teeth. No,
You
you're
guys
not.
are so obsessed with teeth. I've never seen it.
It's just Nick, and it's the speedy one, not the slow.
Nathan, if your picture doesn't have teeth, this is your last time on the comic show.
Yeah,
Just saying.
hold on.
Just-
Well, I think it's going to be like that, yeah. Nice done, you guys. I really appreciate it.
I was
So I'm
promised.
just downloading a picture.
I don't think that was in there. It didn't say Wolverine with teeth. It just said Wolverine, if I remember.
It's implied. Unless you're Nick May.
No, that's not how it works.
Okay, I'm back. Shaden Jew.
Let's go.
Ah, look at that.
Wolverine on roller skate. Oh, hey, look at this.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
Lovely
nice.
move.
Very, yeah,
Cool.
very shadenish.
I like the colours. Just simple yalla.
Just to show you, I picked this up at Supernova last time. So just a shout out. I did buy some comics at Supernova too. I bought this.
Oh, thank you, Alex.
No worries.
And it looks like Peter Lawson's throwing one in during the show.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I like the aerodynamic cowl on this one.
I like the fact that the teeth are obscured by his cigar.
Yeah, that's like a sub rule. If you've got the cigar, you can drop the teeth. It's all good. And Pete knows that. He's the next
one, Pete.
Very cool.
Nice.
And all we've got left is the GIF, and I don't know when we play that tonight because there's a different boss.
Oh, we'll save the GIF. We'll save the GIF.
Save it for another show.
Excellent idea. We've seen enough art tonight. It's all good.
Who's ready to show some art right now? Who can lift it up?
I kind of want to see Dave. What's going on with
Dave?
Dave?
Oh, here we go.
Yours
has a sensor on it, Dave. Danger Gene.
There you go. Gene's looking great.
Awesome.
Nice.
He got them short claws.
Because life hurts.
Look at your back wall there. We haven't seen a wall like that.
Yeah, I thought that was I thought
sorry,
you had like
Andrew?
a stage
That's fine,
behind you, not a bunch of toys.
That's cool,
No,
man.
you might come back to the wall. Meanwhile,
That is
Andrew,
awesome.
this is beautiful.
That is sick.
Great,
That's
Andrew.
so good.
Wow.
It's like the bend in the torso. It's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, God, look at your claws. You've got perspective done. You know how to do it.
You know,
Yeah.
if they're coming at you, they're like, "Oh, you can't."
Yeah, and he doesn't shy away from the slight J hook in him either. Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the teeth are in there too. Andrew knows.
knows.
Andrew knows. Good stuff, man. Hugh, where are you at?
Hugh, yeah.
Buddy?
Pretty much there. Might do more shading. But...
Cool.
Sweet.
He's so
That is
pumped. This
awesome.
man.
No offense to the cover, but I think that's better.
I think you're right.
I like the nipples are more pronounced. I like that.
No, you've made
Good
your
perspective on those nipples too.
Well done.
One of them's more 3D.
He's got an X in his belt. You see that?
Good stuff, man.
That's good.
I thought you were an expert, Nathan. And then you just dropped the belt X's. All right.
But I reckon he only added it after we talked about it. He's just like,
Nah, you get out of here, man. Have you got something to show us? Or are you rubbing it out still? Are you
Me?
fixing
No,
it up?
I prepared a lot of this earlier so I could actually talk. This is actually, does it work?
Oh,
That's very curious.
Fighting over who makes him go full screen.
There you go. Can you
Oh,
see it?
cool.
Coming up.
Look
So,
at this.
no teeth, and you
Nice.
can't see what kind of claws he has. So I've ticked all the boxes.
You've ruined my night.
Yeah. So, yeah, most of this I didn't draw. I printed it. So,
Is that snow in the background?
What's some embers? I kind of tried to make it like embers, but there's some fire,
embers, sure.
some energy.
And what kind of belt would he be wearing had you decided to draw the belt?
I think he's just got his jeans. He's got the top button undone. Like he's just right.
Is it
He's
'cause
had
he
a hard
ate too
day at the lumber mill.
So there's no
Yeah.
belt in this.
He's just.
I don't know what
got
to do with you,
jeans.
Nathan. I don't know, man. I don't know about you and your lack of belt, X and
This is a deep
Hey,
dive. I
hey,
don't expect you to understand it. There's a lot of references. Only people understand Wolverine. Yeah.
You got it. I want to know more about the references here, Dave Guy. Is that you finishing up for the night? Is that you closing it down?
Well, I was hoping to get to colour, but obviously there's too much line work. I haven't got a
Pull
chance.
that page down as fraction, Dave. Pull it down for me, sir. Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful, David.
So
really
good.
You work way too
Nice.
fast, is what I would say. Like,
Yeah, that's-
way too quick.
It's an hour and 10. That's amazing.
Way too quick.
Crazy.
Not
That
quick
looks
enough.
That's awesome. You should draw comics.
That's the experience. They'll take me like 3 days. I'm like, oh yeah, just done it.
Just done it. That's the power of comics, baby. Does that mean we've seen everyone's art now? Should we do some giffage, or should we save on that a bit longer, Sizal?
Sorry, I'm looking at comments. What was that?
I was asking Nick May what his favourite thing about Wolverine was.
My favourite thing about Wolverine would have to be that he's successfully done what he set out to do. I think when Wolverine joined the X-Men, it was so he would become the most popular character, and I think he well and truly did that. And I was one of those humans who tried to fight against it. So like in the late 70s, early 80s, I was more Cyclops, but it's just like, you just can't avoid the Wolverine. Wasn't getting any bloody ongoing Cyclops series, that's for sure. So, yeah, I think he's
I remember that panel where he says, "I'm not here to make friends, Queen."
Yeah. I didn't want to mention
being the most popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was the real loner who was always in a team. The real loner.
Yeah. And he was always fighting against his berserker rage.
Yes.
Every episode, every issue, whatever. Yeah. What a guy. What a Canadian. And then somebody can tell me, maybe Nathan, you know, when that Origins story came out and it turns out his name wasn't Logan, but it was like Jamie Hewlett or something, did he go on to create Tank Girl and the Gorillas? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You're talking about the artist?
Wolverine.
Are you making a joke between?
No, Nathan, no. Anyway, back to you, Nick.
I get that joke. You get a point. I get that joke.
I don't get that joke at all.
You get a point. All right. Well, let's do a little bit of wrap ups, and then we'll show some GIF action. Shaden, where can we find your stuff?
You can find it at my website, if anything, or on Comics Shop. But my website is Shaded Art, is the little tagline down below there. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram under the same name.
Read it.
There it is.
Yep. And Shaden, what's your favorite X-Man?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm going to go the safe route, and I'm going to say Wolverine because I do like his colors. I do like the yellow and the... So I'm going to go color route, and I'm going to say Wolverine. We're going to go safe route.
Did you have something else you wanted to add before we whip through this group?
Oh, well, like, if anybody is in Adelaide watching tonight, you also can find me tomorrow at AvCon. I'm going to AvCon tomorrow at the show.
Cool.
So if you're down around, come and say hi. Yeah.
Right. Hugh, what's cooking in your world, man?
Nothing really. I'm doing a fun run for Ipswich Hospital. So I'm going to donate this to the cause. If anyone wants to place a bid, just go to that Park to Park link there, and whoever gets the highest donation gets it, free postage.
Good on you, mate.
And I was going to do a shout out to Comic Street people.
Yeah.
Next weekend in Brisbane. My friend Drongo Comics, I don't know if you can see that. He's got a table, so I thought I'd give him a shout out.
Yes, nice.
Drongo Comics.
I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it for me. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, Fats Comics, they're closing up shop. I don't know where they're at with it, but if you're in Brisbane, go shop. Yeah, he's going online only.
Right.
So go support Fats before they shut up. Yeah.
That's a shame. Hey, I've heard that D's Comics is closing down too.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh, that's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Alex, tell us some good news.
Yeah, Wednesday sketch party. Anybody in Sydney? Come over. All the tables will have paper on them. All the brushes and pens and all the stuff you want will be all provided. Just show up, sit down, and doodle, sketch, make friends. It's at the Carrington Hotel on 563 Burke Street, Surrey Hills. It's on, so it's 3rd of July. So be there. Doodling.
Yeah.
And drink as well. There's drinking there too. It's kind of like a drink and draw, but it's not like this because it's not on YouTube. It's in a bar.
It's in a bar.
Which is
All
kind
right,
of like
Nick
YouTube,
May.
but real world.
So yeah.
Nick May, you've
Follow
muted.
me on Instagram at Chernobyl, and don't forget to go to vamoose.spedsy.com and hit the notifier for when the Kickstarter launches on July the 10th for Vamoose. It's Evolution, baby.
It's Evolution, baby. Yeah, check that out. A lot of great comics support in that one. Coming soon. Be ready. All right. Oh, Andrew, tell us that website again. It's a beautiful website. It's worth just visiting, guys.
AndrewLawArt.com. It's as simple as that.
Strong.
You can find all the links to social medias on there as well.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Simple as
I'll
that.
be going, man.
Who's next?
It's good.
Dave Dye, what's happening
I'm a
for
great
you?
promoter.
All my comics and stuff is available at the comic store, the comic shop. So go there and have a look for something of mine if you're interested. And if you're not interested in mine, have a look at somebody else's. There's a lot of other great artists and creators put their stuff there. And also I've got a shop on the Owner Indie site as well. Okay, that's all from me.
Beautiful. Judd, ex-boy, what's going on?
Yeah. You can follow me at Nature's Art on Instagram. I don't have a website. Definitely not that. They're awesome. I've just finished a 24-page comic. So there'll be updates about that coming. But nothing yet. I've kind of kept it hidden. So that's about it. Simple.
Keep your eye on Mr. Judd. He's deceptive. There's stuff coming.
Me.
All right, little Wolverine, bring it home.
I am working on a new Space Cat comic called Dirty Rotten Sky, which will launch on August 10 and 11 at CosFest here in Singapore at Marina Bay Convention Center. And just today, my comic book partner, Miri, asked if I want to be at Comic-Con in Singapore in December. And I said, I do. Which means I've got to do another Space Cat book.
Space.
And you can get my stuff on Instagram, Danger Gene, and I'm on Kara. So please follow me there because I get no traction.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Heard of that. You're ahead of the game.
Right. Sizzle, tell us a little bit about the comic shop.
Yes, it has moved, but you can still type in comics.shop and it will redirect you to where you want to go. But the comic shop has become part of comics.net.au.
There we go. Well, you can find it.
The best
when you want to buy comics online. That's what you do. That's where you go. Shall we play us out with a little music and show this beautiful GIF that Alex has worked so hard on?
Heck yeah.
What do we think of that? That's the plan.
Yeah, I don't think it matches that music, but let's see.
Let's show.
You bring it up, Sis?
Sure do.
There we go.
Nice. Look at that. Blue and yellow, X belt, teeth showing, all the good things.
Yeah, no cigars.
I feel attacked.
Nice. Where's the music? Come on. Very nice, Alex. Very well done, mate.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Alex.
Thanks, Dave. I don't know why it's covering your face and Shady's face.
There's a very good reason for that, mate.
Well, that's been the Comics Show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all of those beautiful Wolverine submissions. We love Weapon X over here. Do you know what we're doing next week, Sizzle? On a fortnight?
Our next fortnight is Iron Man.
Oh yes.
Oh,
All right,
perspective.
start drawing Iron Man. Have we done Iron Man before?
I don't
If
think so.
we have, I don't know about it. That's why we're
I don't
doing it
remember.
for the first time.
Don't resubmit if you've drawn it before.
I'm not really sure. This is 114 episodes. I can't remember them all.
No, we're going to start doubling up. It's only fair. We've earned that right at 114.
Yeah.
If you don't like that, send us an email.
Figure out what that is. I'm
Message
not going to put it on the
below.
screen.
No, mate,
Is there
put
anything
the
else
comment
important
in
we
the
need to touch on,
comments.
Sizzle?
Well, there's only a little thing. Tomorrow I will be doing Amateur Hour. I've been a bit slack. I haven't been doing it. And I will be doing another X-Man, Jean Grey, in a costume I've never seen her in before. So that'll be interesting.
Isn't
For
she an
me,
ex-lady?
She's still
they're all
got
called
X-Men,
X-Men.
Still a lady.
Junior's
Oh,
a
lady.
Make sure you show teeth.
Yes. I
And
will
the
belts
remember
that
were
now.
excellent.
There will be
You bet-
teeth.
Can you guys make sure next time you got to put a sub like all the little things that need to be on the picture? Otherwise- yeah. You can-
Look at the criticism, Nathan. I was expecting you to be
Yeah,
just dropping
terrible,
some
isn't it?
Wolverine facts, but it seems like you didn't know that many.
Yeah. Rough, man.
Like, all the answers were vague. When I
Wow.
asked you to pinpoint stuff about Nick, you
Yeah,
were
but
like,
you
"Oh, a lot of
understand
it's
that-
wrong."
That's how canon works. Disney has taught me that canon is vague. It's full of the changes. You know?
Yeah.
Sure, that's
Don't worry
snow,
about
mate.
Don't worry about
Sure,
it.
that's snow. It's covered in snow.
So, is that the show? Quick.
That's the show. If you want to check out my stuff, Comic Shop or DetectiveBudgie.net. If you're going to draw Iron Man next week, we prefer him in iron. The beard's sort of important if the face is off. You know, these are some little tips for Mr. Judd. But do your own thing. We like to break it down on the Comics show. I've had a great time tonight. Thanks for having me, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Well, good job of
Been really
hosting,
cool.
Nick.
Well done,
Thank
Nicholas.
you.
Well done, Nick. You've done well, mate.
Shaden, try and dodge that bunny while you say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.
To the channel.
Alfred, let's go shop.
Comics.shop.
Say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night. See you next time.
Press the button, the button.
Just press the button. See.